then if you keep on DMing them, if you keep on calling them up, it's not going to give them that time and space away from you to miss you. You can't make someone miss you by contacting them. The only way you can make someone miss you is by giving them your absence. Why your ex isn't talking to you. Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about why your ex might not be talking to you. But before I get into this video, please leave a like on it and please do subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you have any tips yourself or any stories that you think may benefit other people, then please leave that down in the comments as well. Or if there is something that you would like me to discuss in a future video. Thank you so much. So there could be a number of reasons as to why your ex is no longer talking to you, and obviously it depends on the nature of the breakup that you had with them, the nature of your relationship together in general, but I'm going to go into a few things that might be causing the fact that your ex isn't talking to you. The first point that I want to make is that they have truly moved on and perhaps they've started seeing someone else. You don't ever want to rule this out, because especially if you don't really especially if your ex is quite private and they don't put much of their life on social media, or you don't have them on social media anymore, one of the reasons why your ex might stop talking to you is because they have actually moved on to someone else, or they have emotionally moved on and they no longer want to interact with you. This kind of depends on how much time has passed. So if this has only been like a few days since you broke up with them, then it's probably less likely that. But if it's been like a long period of time, then it's more likely that they have actually moved on and they just don't want to talk to you anymore because they just know that the relationship has ended and they don't want to affiliate themselves with you anymore because they don't see the point. Which is something that I definitely thought about when I broke up with exes in the past. Like I stopped talking to them because I was like, well, nothing's ever going to happen with this person. I'm not going to get back with them. So what's the point of having them in my life? You know, that's kind of like my thought process there. And also it would be disrespectful to any new people that came into my life, any new women that came into my life, if I still had exes around who I was talking to. That kind of thing just doesn't sit right with me. It might sit right with other people, you know, depending on how open you are, depending on your upbringing, basically, probably, and how you perceive that kind of thing, and your own individual preferences. But for me, like, I don't like to have exes hanging around who I'm still friends with. It just seems quite disrespectful to, well, it would be very disrespectful to my wife. So the next point I want to get into is they are not emotionally ready yet to start talking to you. So again, this goes into perhaps if you've only broken up, like not much time has passed since you've broken up. So if not much time has passed since you've broken up, they probably aren't emotionally ready yet to start talking to you again. So you need to give them that space. You need to let them come to you, especially if this was someone who broke up with you and you really want to get back with them. So if you really want to get back with them, then you need to give them time and space, because that's what they need. I mean, that's probably why they broke up with you, if they were the one to do the breaking up. They want time and space from you. And at this moment, they probably feel relieved that the breakup happened. And if they feel relieved, then if you keep on DMing them, if you keep on calling them up, it's not going to give them that time and space away from you to miss you. You can't make someone miss you by contacting them. The only way you can make someone miss you is by giving them your absence. So another point that I want to make is they might be too proud to talk to you. So even if the breakup was their fault, some people are just way too proud. Even if you walk away from them and you go into no contact, some people are just too proud to be the one that gives in first and contacts them. So that's something you want to keep in mind. But obviously this kind of depends on who your ex was. You'll probably know them a lot better than what I do. Are they the kind of person that is quite proud? This is an experience that I had with an ex when we broke up, even though the breakup was their fault. They were too proud to ever message me and say sorry or ask for forgiveness or try to get me back. They were just too proud, even though I was waiting for them to apologize to me, or, you know, at least apologize to me. I doubt I would have gone back to them. Like, I highly doubt I would have gone back to them. but they never really sincerely apologized for it. You could just tell that they just didn't regret it, and they never contacted me because they were just a really proud person. And they even said to me, if you ever break up with me, I'm never going to contact you. So I kind of expected this to happen anyway. But, you know, some people really are like that. Even if it's completely their fault, even if they still care about you, even if they still love you, sometimes they're just going to be too proud to admit their mistakes and to apologize properly. So that's something that you want to keep in mind. And obviously, if someone is too proud to admit that they're wrong, to say sorry, to admit how they're feeling, then and to have that honest communication with you, then obviously that's not someone that you want to be with. You want to be with someone who is a good communicator, that doesn't hide things from you, that doesn't keep things in, that is open with their communication. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. You know, do you really, really want this person back? And the best way to really tell if you want to get back, and the best way to tell if this person is good for you, the best way to tell if you should actually really get back with your ex, is if this person was a genuinely nice person, you enjoyed being around them, it wasn't a toxic environment, you didn't feel bad about yourself by being in the relationship helped you grow, and you really did have a good connection with this person. However, don't get back with your ex if they were mean to you, if they disrespected you, if they were too proud. Also, don't get back with an ex if you felt bad about yourself, if they made you feel bad about yourself, if they shamed you a lot. You know, don't get back with someone who is like that. Even if they were gorgeous, you know, even if they were hot, they were 10 out of 10 in looks, still don't go back to them, okay? It's not going to be worth it. Like, even though when you're, because the thing is, when we get into relationships, we rarely consider whether or not this person is actually right for us. We usually go on our emotions and how that person makes us feel and the way that they look. Whereas instead of being very logically driven and thinking, is this person actually a good match for me? Can we even last long term? And one of the good markers to determine that is whether or not you both want the same things in life and if you have the same kind of lifestyle. Because one of the things from a past relationship with me, I talk about it a lot, is that I was with someone who really loved partying, going out and drinking nearly every other night, and I was personally someone who didn't like to do those things. I like to go to bed early. I like to do more family kind of things, like going out hiking, picnics, those kinds of things. You know, that's my kind of lifestyle. So you need to make sure that you have the same kind of lifestyle as each other, because if you don't, there's going to be conflict. There may be a lot of passion, but ultimately there will be a lot of misery. So that's just something to keep in mind. So another reason why your ex might be talking to you is because perhaps you are the one that's doing most of the talking. Perhaps you don't give them enough time to get back to you, to message you, to talk to you, because you're the one that's always in the DMs, basically initiating the conversation. So, you know, if you look at the exchanges that you've had, like on your text exchanges or your Facebook exchanges, WhatsApp, whatever, see who's the one who's doing most of the talking here, who's doing most of the initiating. And if your ex isn't talking to you, then I'm assuming it's you. So if that's the case, then just cut back a lot on how you've been talking to them. But if you truly want your ex back, the best method really is to actually just simply walk away from them and go into some kind of no contact. Because the point is that if you are always contacting your ex, then it's clear to your ex, that it's clear to them that they are always on your mind. They'll be able to see that you're messaging them, so therefore they can tell that, oh, I'm the one that's sought after here, and this person is chasing me. So basically you want to change that dynamic around, and the only way you can really do that is to go into some kind of no contact period and to walk away from this person, because you shouldn't, it's kind of really disrespectful to yourself to keep on messaging someone, to keep on focusing your attention on someone who isn't giving you that same attention back. It's really disrespectful to yourself to do that. So if your ex isn't talking to you, if your ex is never initiating contact with you, if your ex isn't showing any effort into getting back together, then you need to walk away from that person. Because if you keep on trying to get them back, if you keep on trying to make things work with them and they're not having any of it, it's really disrespectful to yourself. Anyway, if you'd like to get in touch with me personally, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com. On the shop page of the website, there is a dating and relationship manual that you can get for free. If you do read it and you have any critiques, if you have anything you would like me to add to it, if you have anything that you feel like I could improve upon, then please let me know so I can make it the best product possible for those people that want it. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye, guys.